Welcome back to the News Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to believe this. The fear is gone in this country of Kenya as we are approaching 2027 general election by Kenyan citizens towards their sitting leaders in this country of Kenya that they elected in 2022. Just imagine a journalist is asking the sitting president of Kenya that are you aware that your cabinet is unconstitutional? Now, Gopi, hey! And before we proceed, as we always do, please ensure that you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically show us support on what I'm doing on this platform. So before we proceed, allow me to play for you a clip of the video of NTV journalists clashing with President William Ruto during the special event of Katiba in this country of Kenya. Can you listen to this video because this video is going to form the basis of our analysis.
Your Excellency, when you took the oath of office, the first oath of office that you took was the oath of affirmation of allegiance, in which you said, I may remind you, and I'll use the names, please allow me to use your name. I, William Samoei Ruto, in full realization of the high calling I assume as President of the Republic of Kenya, do swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Kenya, that I'll obey, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of Kenya as by law established and all other laws of the Republic, and that I'll protect and uphold the sovereignty, integrity, and dignity of the people of Kenya. Our conversation this afternoon, Your Excellency, with the permission with the honorable panelists, I just wanted to make it very short. It's not accountability. Accountability for these high offices. At the end of this, the program has you coming to make your closing remarks. So we'll not even do the closing remarks. We'll just do quick accountability for the person and the office that you hold. What have you done to uphold the Constitution? Your Excellency, you swore to obey, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of Kenya. Are you aware, sir, that your cabinet is unconstitutional?
Thank you very much, Eric. I am fully aware that the court has made a determination and given me time to realizing that that is work in progress to be able to do what I need to do. But in that context, let me speak to my oath of office in a broader context, and to speak to this day, Katiba Day. And as I have said in my earlier statement, this is not just a ritual. This is a time for us to reflect and account for what we have done in 16 years with respect to the tenets, the principles, the mandate, and the requirement of our Constitution. And putting that in the context of my oath of office and being accountable for that oath of office, and putting it in the context of what, again, I said earlier in terms of how do we account for the authority that we exercise and whether that is making impact on the people of Kenya, especially on what you said, whether more and more citizens are closer to the rights that the Constitution envisaged. And I will say the following, that by way of accountability, when we seek a mandate like the way I did, I made commitments to the people of Kenya. And those commitments were not just statements. They were not just slogans. they were commitments that ultimately I must be held account, because that is what the Constitution demands of me as president. And I would want to put it in this context. Number one, I made commitments about how to transform the nation and what I need to do. And I made proposals to the people of Kenya that this is how I intend to stabilize the economy. This is how I intend to make sure.
So that is what is happening. The fear is totally gone in this country of Kenya as we are approaching 2027 general election. Yani right now, all the national media center in Kenya, except KBC, have decided to stand firm by the citizen of this country of Kenya towards arrogant leaders that we elected in 2022. Yani saizi hakuna maneno ya kumassage arrogant leaders. Kimemwana. Yani where do you get that confidence of asking a sitting president that question, that are you aware that your cabinet is unconstitutional? Mpaka Ruto akakuwa stambara. I hope mwana hiyo video. And that is what we want. We want national media to continue injecting this government, to continue injecting arrogant leaders in this country of Kenya before 2027 election. That is what we want. Hey! Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Anyway, Kenya is the capital city of Africa. Yani, Kenya ni kishikilio cha dunia. There is a comedian from Tanzania called Sabato, who once upon a time said that Kenya ni kama ni kishikilio cha dunia. You heard what happened during the Olkalao election. Raia walikuwa na inspect mapolisi. Yani, instead of police officers inspecting Kenyan citizens during the voting, people that are having bags, doing whatever, citizens are the people that were recorded inspecting what police officers have carried. The kind of confidence. Yani, is it what we call freedom of speech and expression, or what is happening in this country of Kenya? I'm just wondering. Yani, raia wana inspect police. So what do you expect police officers to do? Kenya ni kama kishikilio cha dunia. Besides that one also, things are not yet okay with President William Ruto ahead of 2027 general election, because human rights group Vocal Africa have right to ICC to place Kenya under close observation ahead of 2027 general election because of the ongoing dangerous goonism in this country of Kenya within the political space.
Meanwhile, the United Alternative Government is calling on the International Criminal Court to closely monitor Kenya alongside a direct accusation that President William Ruto and his allies pose an existential threat to democracy. The outfit, bringing together opposition leaders and other stakeholders for a People's Forum on Electoral Preparedness, seeks to build a national response to concerns over political violence ahead of the 2027 general election. NTV's Laban Shaban reports.
A push to shape the opposition's response ahead of the 2027 general election is centered on electoral preparedness and the growing concern over political violence. Reading a joint statement, People's Liberation Party leader Martha Karua linked recent incidents in Rongai, Mulot, Homa Bay and Kisii to what the group describes as increasingly worrying pattern.
Accountability is one of the strongest deterrents against political violence. And because Kenya must never again descend into the circumstances that once attracted the attention of the International Criminal Court.
The United Alternative Government wants the events independently investigated, while questioning how organized groups can mobilize openly and attack political leaders, journalists, civilians, and even police officers.
The protection of democracy cannot be left to citizens and political leaders alone. It is the responsibility of every Kenyan, every constitutional institution, and every member of the international community committed to democratic governance and the rule of law.
The group is also turning to the international arena, asking the ICC prosecutor to monitor developments and assess whether allegations of organized or systemic attacks warrant action under the Rome Statute.
We urge the prosecutor to exercise the powers provided under Article 15 of the Rome Statute to initiate an investigation, especially against the person bearing the greatest responsibility, namely President William Samoei Ruto.
Part of the response proposed by the group is a People's Forum for Electoral Preparedness, with former Chief Justice David Maraga, former Attorney General Justin Muturi, and Suba South MP Karoli Omondi tasked with coordinating the process.
We further call upon the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to work closely with all relevant institutions to ensure that every Kenyan can vote freely, peacefully, and without fear.
For the United Alternative Government, the next general election could be won or lost long before Kenyans cast their ballot, depending on whether violence will be allowed to shape the political contest. Laban Shaban, NTV, Nairobi.
And I support that one. Hii maneno ya gunism across the country of Kenya, hao watu wanafaa waende wapeleke hii nini maneno kwa ICC. Because people are dying each and every day. Whenever goons are being deployed somewhere, watu wanauliwa. Kila siku nasikia mwingine aliuliwa. Sijui mara nini. People are dying because of what can be prevented. Hii maneno ya goonism. Right now, even an MCA is having his goons. All the politicians, all the aspirants, from MCA to president, are having goons. Kila mtu akona goon wake. If we are not careful as a country, then 2027 kitaturamba. Gachagua have been saying this thing. You know, Gachagua is not like Raila Amolo Odinga. Gachagua look like someone that you can't steal his victory. It's not easier. You cannot. I don't think. Ati ame win, then you want to call him with the back door, akuje handshake, and he know very that he defeated you. Maneno ya ICC should be taken more serious. This issue of goonism in this country of Kenya, it is not a walk in the park. It is a serious issue. Because this is how it started in Haiti. Haiti pia ilianza tu hivi, mara goonism, mara then later on, they turn out to gangs. Even here in Kenya, if we can't stop this issue by now, these goons will start fighting themselves. Then later on, what will happen? Watakuwa terrorists sasa. They will start beating each and everyone. And that is what we don't want in this country of Kenya towards 2027 general election. We want a peaceful 2027 general election. We don't want to witness what happened in 2007, what happened in Tanzania, and also what happened a bit in Uganda, where people are being butchered, people are being tortured, arrested illegally, beaten, abducted. We don't want to witness that situation. We don't want to reach there. And that is why we am requesting the IEBC to take charge, to take serious action to some of the leaders that are being linked up by these goons. But the problem is that Murkomen is saying that they don't have intelligence to know who is sponsoring these goons. How can you say that you don't have more intelligence to know who is sponsoring these goons, yet you normally know, you normally test where the Gen Zs are, na mwende huko na mwabduct? How did you people know that Albert Ojwang alikuwa anatoka Homa Bay? Hata kama alikuwa TAC. Mlijuaje mpaka mboma yao? Okay. Alikuwa ni mwalimu, he was a teacher. But how did you know? How did you track mkajua mpaka kwao? The kind of connection that you use to track Albert Ojwang, you should also use that track to know who is behind the ongoing goonism in this country of Kenya. You cannot lie to us that you don't have more intelligence to know what is happening in this country of Kenya. Murkomen has been playing with our minds. How this country is having all the resources. We have National Intelligence Service. We have DCI officers. We have IPOA people. What are their work? They know the politicians that are behind the ongoing goonism in this country of Kenya, but they are silent. They are pretending as if things are okay. which is true. They are pretending because some of the goons are being deployed by the sitting leaders under the government of William Ruto, where that is the reason why it is not easier for them to do what? To arrest these leaders, to take serious action. The CS of Interior Kipchumba Murkomen is busy playing politics each and every day, looking for burials to attend, looking for weddings, looking for where he can find people so that he can campaign for William Ruto's re-election. He's busy attacking Rigathi Gachagua. Where are we heading as a country? A whole security chief, the CS of Interior, alongside the PS of Interior, they are busy attacking Gachagua Monday to Sunday. Mara Gachagua amefanya nini? Mara they are the ones that they look fool. They normally call Gachagua a fool, but how can you respond to someone if that you know that he's a fool? Let us just be honest. You know very well that this person is a fool, but why are you responding to him? In what he say? Rigathi Gachagua have seriously fooled the government of William Ruto. Because akikuwa tu na press conference, akiongea tu hivi wanamjibu. Then wanamwitanga mjinga. Kati ya nyinyi na Rigathi Gachagua nani ni mjinga? Tuseme tu kweli. Tuache ujinga ba. Hii maneno ya goonism should stop. On that one I support Gachagua. That Ruto should take serious action on this matter. Now, even him, he was embarrassed one day ago when he toured Imoro Dikirr constituency. His own event, his own meeting was attacked by goons. Hey, Ruto was seriously angry. He seriously lectured those goons that disrupted his event. Ama mobilization ilikuwaje huko? Kwani watu hawakulipwa? What happened? What really happened? That is what you want to know, Mr. President. Mpaka kwa mkutano yako goons wanakuwa. So this issue of goonism in this country of Kenya should be taken much seriously as we are approaching 2027 general election, because what we have witnessed during the by-election in this country of Kenya is seriously terrible. How many people are beaten in Malava constituency, in Meredith constituency, in Kasipul constituency? How many people? I think even in Olkalau, how many people were injured in Olkalau? Some were also killed during the by-election. And that one was just a single constituency. And the kind of police officers that were deployed there, we didn't expect people to be abducted, people to be killed, people to be injured on the presence of the security team. Walikuwa wanapelekwa huko kufanya nini? Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Remember to subscribe, comment, share, like the video, and don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Asanteni sana na Mungu azidi kuwabariki nyinyi wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Bye bye.